Hello and welcome to the non-Greg Sterlace show. I'm your host.
Except only the Sperlack.
I'm your host, the Pam and John, except only the substitutes. Because we
I
are.
accept only the actual Sperlack.
There's no Sperlack here. I'm sorry. The Sperlack has forsaken. The Sperlack has forsaken you.
Hello.
The Sperlack has forsaken us.
Yes, it's very strange.
Let's see the good Chiron.
Yes.
Get the good Chiron on the screen.
Yes, it is very.
What is the good Chiron? Is this the bad Chiron?
Oh,
there
There
we go.
it is.
Okay.
Whoop.
yeah,
There it is.
Dudley is.
For
There
show.
it is.
Dudley's haircut.
There it
It
is.
looks like a Hershey kiss or like an ice
Punk
cream.
rocker Dudley
It's
is.
a top.
A punk rocker Dudley
Oh, that's one of my
is.
favorite songs.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I love the Ramones.
I know you like the Ramones.
I think they're so fun. I don't really like punk often, but I don't think of them as punk. They just seem to be like they're like a 60s. They're just like a 60s pop band, but like in the 70s. And people say they're punk because it wasn't cool anymore to be a 60s style pop band. I mean, their whole aesthetic was they were just trying to be greasers, and they thought that pop music was so boring that they just wanted to bring it back. So like, how are they? I don't know. I guess it's only punk because they're dressed like greasers.
I told you I saw them. That was the first.
Yeah, you
concert I
said
ever
that. That
saw.
was very. But it was no good because you don't like it.
It was fine. You know, I had a good enough time.
Where was it?
Somewhere in Rochester. I don't know where.
I wish I could see.
And then my
that.
second one.
Oh, that. What is that? That sounds-
Oh,
oh, come on! That's my favorite band. Those are my two favorite bands.
I know. Those are my first two concerts.
I mean, I've seen Jethro Tull so many times, but the Ramones. Oddly enough, Jethro Tull is an older band than the Ramones because the Ramones started, I think, in 1974. But I love Jethro Tull so much. That is like my whole aesthetic. It's so cool. He's just some cool like bearded tree wizard who just like sings about like bricks and like trains and like being a cool guy going around fucking all the cool stuff. It's cool. And then the Ramones are just cool because I mean they're just like people from New York singing about, "Hey baby, I met you at the Burger King. Let's sing a song about it." Like, come on, that's just fun. I think.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I mean, I know nobody.
I saw them live, but
I know you're not a fan. That's okay.
It's okay.
But that's all right because I like the Ramones, and it's originally Green Schwinn was very Ramonesy in the beginning. We tried so hard to be the Ramones, but I had a leather jacket and I had the same sort of jeans, and I was like, I can't just rip off the Ramones, so I'll rip off Tiny Tim. We had this Ramones tribute thing.
Well, I personally like Tiny Tim better.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on,
Okay,
obviously.
all right. I thought that was gonna.
Obviously.
I thought that might cause a fight. I
Tiny
didn't
Tim
know.
is the greatest performer of all time. Come on. There's not even a Tiny Tim. It doesn't even matter who you're gonna say. Tiny Tim is obviously better. It does not matter what it is, who it is, when it is. You just immediately lose.
I have not. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't went to a lot of concerts that weren't just local musicians. I don't really care about big concerts.
That's very crazy to me. That's all
Yeah,
I do.
I know, right? But
I've been to so many of them. I used to go to them all the time, but then like nobody wants to go with me ever. So like.
yeah, I like a smaller venue.
Yeah, but I mean, lots of them are at small venues. I don't know. It's not like I'm going to giant like stadium shows.
But even you know, the medium-sized ones sometimes seem too big. And if it's crowded and there's like tons of people and you got to fight to see something, I'm just like, nah.
That's fine.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I just go immediately up to the front, hold onto the railing, and just will stand there forever until it's done. I've never not been in the front, other than for Guar because I didn't want to get
Covered.
jizzed
I
on
did
by
see
Guar.
Guar at the show place when it was still open
That's
with.
fun.
I think I was with Tony the truck driver, I believe.
Sounds like Jerry the race car driver, which Primus is also my favorite band. Primus, Jethro Tull, Tiny Tim, the Ramones, Shonen Knife. These are all like the big league ones for me. Pretty much anything with Les Claypool. Not so much Primus as much as Les Claypool. Gabby is also very... But Gabby is in the realm of Les Claypool because Les Claypool is Gabby's bass player. But, you know, those are Sleep, definitely, The Sword. These are all my giant ones I need to see. If they're there, I have to see them.
Is he looking for more? No puppy.
I've seen Les Claypool so many times. I've only seen Sleep once. I've seen The Sword many times. The Ramones broke up when I was like 7.
The puppy is trying to jump and failing. It's very funny. Come on, you can do it. Back up.
Well, give him some room.
I'm not in his way.
Give me a pat.
There you go. He made it.
I don't know.
I did see Toon Yarns, and they were really great.
I don't know who that is.
They're really good.
I don't know. I've seen so many large bands, or at least large to me. I mean, I consider David Lee Hart like on the same level as a lot of things I've seen. I mean,
that was a fun thing to see.
That was very fun. Jonah is a very good music maker in my mind, but which I'm sorry, Jonah. I know I'm supposed to put the Chip the Black Boy cassette out for you, but we're getting there.
I should have thought twice about that.
I mean, I saw Rush live, but that was probably the biggest concert I've ever been to.
Where were they? It was a big concert.
At the arena.
Which arena?
The Buffalo Arena, the Sabres place.
Okay.
That was probably the
Buffalo Memorial Auditorium.
Yeah, whatever it is.
That's no longer, though. 'Tis gone, correct?
The Sabres Arena? It's still
The
there.
Memorial. The Odd is gone.
Oh, the Odd. Well, the Odd. Not the Odd, but the HSBC Arena, or whatever it's called now.
The Rock Pile.
Yeah. I saw that was probably the biggest, like, large-scale thing I've seen. But, I don't know. I mean, I've seen some bigger things, but I don't know. I'll see a local thing if I like them. Like, I'll see a DeWalt Steel thing any day, but DeWalt Steel don't play. Come on, DeWalt Steel, come back.
You're even more picky than me.
Wow.
I'm real picky.
I don't know. I mean, most bands in Buffalo don't play any styles I like. They're all trying to be the same. Sad boy garbage. You're just angry at everything garbage.
Oh, shots fired.
Or like just like girl with keyboard like saying things that aren't like very interesting.
Oh no, shots fired.
I mean, there's like 5 genres in Buffalo.
You forgot guy with guitar.
Well, that's just more shitty sad boy. Like, oh my god, everything sucks, and I'm so fucking boring.
Well, John, but you're the one who tells me you never bother to watch the band, so you might be limiting yourself.
Well, probably, but every time I have to stay, that's always what it is. It's always the same garbage. It's either like old people playing crappy classic rock, or like young people playing stupid, like, I don't know, whatever.
You know what I hate? Pop punk. No pop punk. Do not do that genre. It sucks. Sucks. Boring ass.
What about
sucks.
the Go-Go's?
Yeah, but that was like...
I think pop punk song sucks after the 90s, to be honest. I think some 80s
I
stuff
just
is
really
okay.
think of the Go-Go's as pop. I don't really think of them as punk.
That's what I say about the Ramones. It's just pop, and it's... Most pop punk is such garbage. It's exactly what I think of when I think of crappy sad boy. Like, I'm bad at guitar, but I want to make shitty music.
And girls to fuck me.
Yeah.
So act all sad and needy.
Yeah, and girls love those kind of dudes. It's so weird. It's like, why? This guy's such a loser. And
man,
that makes you a loser by proxy. Please don't get near me. This guy's...
But there are other bands that aren't that style. They totally are. You just gotta actually try and listen to some.
I like French Connection. I like everything you're in. I like French Connection.
Why do you like everything you're in?
Because Pam actually plays interesting things.
Oh, I thought you were talking like about R. Kelly.
Well, I know Jimmy you're in. I think he's pretty good. But
I try to keep it interesting.
But for the most part, nobody does. And like, I just think most bands I've seen in Buffalo are so boring. I mean, like, even most band, I don't know. But I mean, look at what I like. Everything. I mean, I went through like my top list on yeah. It's like when your top number one thing is Tiny Tim, you're not gonna find a lot of things you want to hear.
I showed a couple of my students you performing Tiny Tim, and I wasn't sure how they'd react, but they liked it. Yes, they liked it a lot.
They probably think I'm a psychopath.
No, they liked it a lot.
Oh, that's good. But
because they were thoughtful individuals.
I hope so. But I mean, that's my point. Like I just got my Spotify thing. Like, what's your most listened to thing? Is and it's all like the most insane shit ever. So it's like, of course, I'm not gonna find anything I really like in Buffalo, because like, it's all weird, crazy, super specific things. It's all like Isidore Fertel and David Liebehart and Tiny Tim, and you know, I mean, there's people I like that aren't crazy. I love Kelly Fontecchio. I love Gabby. But those people are like just actually like at least weird and funny and interesting. Like, I don't know. Everybody in Buffalo, they take it so seriously. It's like, don't you guys ever just want to sing about a giraffe or something? Have a goddamn song about a sandwich, for God's sake. I don't want to hear about your problems. No one cares.
Enjoy every sandwich.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I do feel like the infusion of New Buffalo has not been the most creative infusion, so to speak.
Also, millennial music is garbage, and I could say that because I'm a millennial, but millennials make garbage music, and I hate you all.
Oh my God! Why?
Yeah, they're always ripping off that Tiny Tim guy.
Yeah, no, older people.
Oh lordy!
If they're not doing like shitty classic rock, it's usually better. But millennial music is all garbage.
I can make no generalizations like
well,
that.
I'm a millennial, so I can say it. Millennials are garbage.
But you could close yourself off to something.
I don't care. Millennials are garbage.
You could close. I know you could close yourself off to something very good, and you won't hear it because you're being.
Well, I'm obviously exaggerating.
Oh, you're exaggerating. Okay.
I mean, I do think most millennial music is garbage, but like, I mean, there's some millennial music I like. I mean, like I said, I love DeWalt Steele. Nobody in Grooveology is okay.
Who?
Grooveology.
Don't know who that is.
Well, they're pretty good.
Are they a jam band? It sounds like a jam band.
No, they're like
really
a French. They like mix French folk music with like jazz.
Wow, that's a terrible name because everybody would assume that was a jam band.
Well, I don't think anybody in the band even speaks English hardly. But
wow, interesting. Okay. Sorry, your name's bad.
I
would totally expect like lots of hippies and a jam band.
They're all old people from like Switzerland and I forget that place in Africa that speaks French, but anyway, I think they're fun. I'm being very overly critical to be like funny. So like if people don't realize I'm trying to be joking, I'm not totally serious. I'm kind of serious. But
you didn't even stay for that band that had the funny song that we both giggled about.
Yeah,
it seemed
I
really
didn't have
fun.
to stay.
I mean, I kind of wanted to see him, but I had another show that night.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like I don't like staying. It's like I just want to play and like, all right, I did my job, and now I want to leave. I don't like. I'm just here to entertain you people.
I do stay. It's true. I stay because I feel the pain of the artists that follow or are before.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but I also like don't want to do it. I don't know, cause like.
But that's how I saw you.
I know, and that's fine.
If I hadn't stayed, I wouldn't have seen you, and I've been
that's
oh, that's so cool. Look at that guy.
I mean, that's
doing
fine.
the Tiny Tim.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like even when I stay, I'm not like paying attention. I'm just sitting there like either reading or drawing. It's like I might as well not even be here. I'm just doing what I've been doing at home here anyway. I mean, like I don't know. I'm just like.
I think you should open your mind and your heart.
I mean, who do I like that I've seen? Well, when I saw Guar, I always stay for the openers for like huge bands mostly because I want to stay up front because like I don't want to lose my spot, but I never want to. Like I also want to leave then, but like I can't. But I mean, I did discover well more.
You liked Ishkabibble?
Yeah, Ishkabibble is actually very good, but again, it's only half millennial.
Okay, all right. I mean, I wasn't trying to make any statement about generational politics, but
I am millennials. Make better music. You guys are garbage. You invented like.
I believe Ishkabibble would be Gen Z and Gen X. So no millennials in.
Oh really? I thought. Oh, okay, I thought that guy was like almost my age.
No.
Okay, well never mind. Well that's fine. I don't know anything about Gen Z. You guys are fine until I find out.
Otherwise, then he's coming for you in your music. Look out. I don't know. I try and encourage people to go out to local music. I mean, I know, yeah, sure, a lot of it's bad, but a lot of any music's pretty bad. So I don't really feel like that's a deal breaker in any way, shape, or form. Like, oh, people are matching the odds of the real world. That makes sense.
Like if I saw like some like one time me and Annie were gonna form this band called like Witch Tits. Like, and if I saw a band called Witch Tits, I'd probably want to see it. But most of the bands are their names are so stupid. It's like I already know it's gonna be dumb.
Well, I'm in a band called Witch, not Witch Tits though, because.
Well, I get that because
Obviously,
like.
that's a better name.
But people are gonna ask to see our tits, and I don't really feel like that I need to show my tits to play my instruments. So.
No, I don't want to. Nobody needs to see mine either. They're not gonna ask, but they're not allowed to anyway. But.
Also, if you play your guitar without clothes on, it sticks to you really bad. Like you go like this to move it up, and it just goes.
God, that sounds so disgusting.
It's just a fact. I'm sorry.
God, the human naked body is so gross. It's such a disgusting thing.
Oh no! Now I've sent you down an even more twisted path. I didn't mean
it's
to.
It's so gross. You ever see it? It's so nasty.
If I ever see the human body, I avert my eyes at all times when I'm naked.
It's so
falling
gross.
down the stairs, walked into a few walls.
Looks like a giant, like weird mass. Of,
Humanoid.
like,
my grandma Mary used to express the same thing you were saying.
yeah, it's gross. It's nasty.
She said, when you think about it, the human body is really quite disgusting.
Well, yeah, thanks, Grandma. It's true. I don't want to look at that. It's nasty.
But my grandma Lizzie was like, the human body, boom, chicka, boom, boom.
Well, yeah, that part's fun.
Okay.
But, like, otherwise, it just looks like this weird...
You agree with both my grandmas.
Yeah, I mean, I technically like it, but then I'm like, ugh, I don't know. Just like this weird hairy blob that, like, yellow stuff and stinky brown stuff comes out of, and there's, like, hair all over it, and it's nasty.
Okay. All right. That took a strange turn.
I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know. It's disgusting.
So speaking of music, you got any music stuff to announce, or?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I don't know. Why? What should I announce?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
Well,
I never know what you're fritting away at behind the scenes.
well, I was trying to set up something for my birthday, but then, like, it all fell apart.
How'd it fall apart?
Because, like, there's no Molise, and everywhere I try to get a show says they're, like, won't take it. So, like, I don't think it's going anywhere.
Well, have you asked the aforementioned places that we talked about? I mean, they're probably already booked, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's sad.
That's alright, whatever.
I can brainstorm with you later,
That's whatever, that's fine, I don't care. It's fine.
but I will.
I
Try
don't-
and stop me from the brainstorm.
I don't. I like the sunny weather. Not really.
Okay.
I don't know. There's good local musicians. There's good local musicians. I don't know if there's good local bands. Ishkabible's good. Stuff in Urine is good, but that's because you're good. But like most, I don't know. They're just kind of like it doesn't go anywhere. Like I don't know. Like it's very hard to get together like a group of large enough where they all know what they're doing enough to make anything sound good.
And they're not morally reprehensible.
I mean, yeah.
That's also a problem with bands. There's usually someone who's morally reprehensible.
Yeah, because musicians are all gross, disgusting people.
I try not to be.
I'm just being harsh on TV for character.
You harshy pants.
But I don't know. Not all of them are. I mean, I don't know. Somebody's good. We're good. I don't do anything. You don't do anything. Pepe doesn't do anything. Weird Al's pretty clean.
He fell asleep.
Well, Pepe's pretty high on that cat turd. Actually, never mind.
And then he licked my face, and I wasn't thinking about it.
Well, who's a very clean musician? I'm trying to think who's a very clean, famous musician who's like known for not doing drugs or anything. Oh, what was her name from? I always thought she was kind of like good, but like wasted her talent because she thought being a musician over 50 was stupid.
I have no idea.
What
But
was her
that's a
name?
terrible sentiment.
I know. I thought that was so dumb. What was her name? She's so
As someone who
famous.
played with many bluegrass musicians that were very, 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 very old, and some of them even died, they got on stage and they're like, "Oh, my heart!" and went to the
I know,
hospital
it's
and killed
how
over.
went out. Come on.
That's the way to go.
I know. Oh, she's still alive too. What's her name?
I do not know.
The girl from.
What's she from? What's she look like?
The
What's
one
her
who
name?
sings White Rabbit.
Grace Slick.
Yeah, I remember reading somewhere she only quit because she's like, well, if you're a rock star over 50, it just looks stupid. I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's
Well,
so dumb.
A sad attitude, but
It's like, that's not even like close to old. It's like, what are you talking about? I mean, at least say like 90 or something. Come on, Little Richard's
there were
still out there doing
9-year-olds
it.
at the Bluegrass Jamboree.
Yeah, I believe it because you can still do it. I mean,
Well, bluegrass is a different aesthetic, though, for sure.
it is, to be honest, but who cares? Like I said, Little
No,
Richard's
I
still out
agree.
there doing it.
I agree. You're
How old is Little Richard? Today's his birthday. I
very
think.
old. Very, very, very freaking old.
I know.
Very
It
old.
says he's been active in music since 1947 on his Wikipedia.
Wow. Wow. Good for him. Good life.
Yeah, and that guy's pretty old. I mean,
Good life.
who's another? I mean, I don't know. All I'm saying
Well,
is,
Grace Slick did become a painter, correct?
oh, I don't know. I just
thought
remember
she did.
because I was hoping that they were still around because I've always wanted to see her perform, and then I remember reading that. I was
Yeah,
like,
but you might have to hear the terrible Jefferson Starship.
I like some stuff by Jefferson
We built
Starship.
this city.
That's
We
Jefferson
built
Starship.
this city on rock and roll.
No,
Yes, it is.
oh, that's too bad because I like some Jefferson Starship. I like the one where they make the.
Rock and roll is good and everything, but it makes a horrible foundation for any building.
But
That's
what's
true.
That one where they all go into that concept album where they all go into space to try and like reform humanity? I love that Jefferson Starship album.
I don't know that one. Maybe I should give it a listen in the future.
I didn't even know that was them that built this city on rock and roll.
Yes, they are that terrible song.
That's so weird. But was she not even singing on that?
I think she was.
I don't remember hearing her
thought she was.
voice.
It's like an ensemble singing. It's yeah, I think she's in it still. I think.
I also like.
It's kind of like when Yes did Owner of a Lonely
I like
Heart,
that
but that's
song.
a better song than We Built This City on Rock and Roll, which is real
yeah, that
terrible.
song's.
It's a much better song.
It is a much better song. You're right.
I like that song.
When I was playing karaoke roulette with my friend Paul, I picked that song for him to sing Owner of a Lonely Heart. And he was just like, I don't even know what this is. And then he picked a really nice song for me to sing, and I felt like a jerk. I was like, oh, I'm a jerk.
Who's another good local band? I don't know. I mean,
Karaoke roulette's fun. You and your friends agree to pick the songs for each other, and then you get called up, and you don't know what's going to come up. But you got to do it, even if you never heard it. You got to do something. It's very fun. I highly recommend it.
I used to like Chinese style karaoke. I used to always do it with Andy. I thought it was fun.
What's Chinese style?
Where you go into a room and like they
Oh, like
give-
the karaoke booth things? Or?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
like a whole room. I used to think it was fun. I did it in New York City. I did it here.
Yeah, there was a place in the suburbs that did it, right?
Yeah, I did that a couple years ago by now. But I think it's fun, even though it's just two of us. I thought it was fun to just sit there. There's all sorts of little props and stuff. I remember the Chinese people were like, "Don't do it, don't do it." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "It's expensive. There's just two of you." I'm like, "Yeah, but I just want to."
When I did karaoke roulette, somebody chose Jenny from the Block by Jennifer Lopez, and I still don't know what that sounds like.
Somebody was just talking about Jennifer Lopez. I don't
Oh,
know
really?
What it was. We were.
I was like, I have no idea how this sounds. I'll just have to make something up.
We were at your family's house somewhere, and they were talking. I don't remember why they were talking about Jennifer Lopez.
I know not.
I don't remember. I never thought. Who was that other person I never think of from that time period? Jessica Simpson.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
she's real bad.
she's pretty bad. Who's?
And then her was her sister Ashley Simpson, who got busted lip syncing on Saturday Night
Oh,
Live.
really?
Oh yeah, there's footage. It's real great. Everybody look up Jessica or Ashley Simpson SNL lip syncing, or just even SNL. It'll come up. It's really for anyone who actually sings at their shows. It's very La Schadenfreude. It's a very good feeling.
The band just played the wrong song. That's it. That's simply
really?
how it happened.
Wow.
Even though her voice came over the speakers. Somehow they manifested her audio as well.
Yeah, I mean.
No, she was singing the right song. The band was singing the wrong song.
With her voice.
People make fun of Axl Rose for using teleprompters for his lyrics, but that seems even worse.
No, that's okay. I mean,
That's because all the night train he drank.
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
at least he can actually. He's supposedly one of the people with the biggest range and
I love Axl Rose.
rock music.
I love Axl Rose. I think he's great. People hate Guns N' Roses. I like Guns N' Roses.
He supposedly has a huge range.
And now they got like, I know I bring it up every time, but I can't believe Guns N' Roses has some of my favorite people. It's got Brain and Melissa Reese in it. Those are like two weird like underground people. I can't believe. That's just so crazy. Like if you listen to the Brain and Melissa Reese albums on their own, they're so good. And when you put the Buckethead ones even, and now they had all of them in Guns N' Roses, that's crazy.
Are they writing songs? Because that would be desirable.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if they were like singing, you know, ow, 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 ow.
Well, those versions. Oh, come on, that's a great song. Come on, that's a-
I didn't say they guess it. He just sings a very.
No, I mean the best version is by Tiny Tim, as is much else. The best version of. You ever hear when Tiny Tim does the Joan Jett version of?
I love rock and roll.
Yeah, the Tiny
that
Tim
one.
version's so good.
Oh,
and when Tiny Tim does Highway to Hell,
Whoa.
he's on
I kicked my
Australian
mic.
MTV.
I was trying to keep the puppy. Yeah.
Oh.
But up. Oh, sorry.
Oh man, Tiny Tim doing like, because Tiny Tim did a metal album in like the early '90s, and it's very funny. Because Tiny Tim's crazy, and it's just, oh, I love Joan Jett. Oh, I did this wonderful song. Oh, it's just so
My
funny.
puppy's falling.
Here, let me help. I know, sorry. I know I'm kind of not shutting up, and I
No,
just,
it's okay. Sight.
Tiny Tim is so
Sight.
cool. Right pepper? Right pepper? I don't know. Yeah, Tiny Tim doing. Oh man, Tiny Tim's so cool. I like this one. Well, whatever. There's just more Tiny Tim where he's like wearing those Future shoes. There's this very funny Tiny Tim version, like metal version of Tiptoe Through the Tulips he did. What are you doing?
I'm getting you closer to the microphone.
Yeah. Well, okay.
You seem pretty far away. I
Oh,
thought your voice might be fading.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
The viewers wish to hear what you have to say.
Those damn viewers always being so demanding. God, the things we go through for you people. Jesus. Be a little grateful.
Dead.
What? I'm dead?
I thought you said dud.
Oh,
I don't
dud.
know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dud, dud, dud. Dud, dud, dud.
There's that one band I like, but the singer is so bad. Like, it's these-
Local or national or?
No, they're not from here. And I was playing it, and it's a lady singing, but my Sharon is like, Sean, who's that British guy? He sounds like he smokes like 6 packs a day. And I'm like, no, that's actually a lady, and she's like, oh, but it's fun. Like I think that she comes up with fun melodies, but it's
I
just,
don't know who that is.
it's they're Asian. Where are they from? I forget her name. The 5, 6, 7, 8s.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
They're just like,
If we were to talk about lady singers from across the pond, I would nominate London Grammar. That
yeah,
singer,
she is very good.
she's freaking
She's
amazing. She's really good.
So, well, we were talking about Kate Bush earlier. She's from England, right?
Yes, well, everybody knows Kate Bush and that she's amazing.
Well, I don't know. A lot of
they don't.
youngins out there.
Look up the Kate
You-
Bush.
Damn young people!
You can
What are
also
you doing on my show?
you can also look up all the Eurythmics because Annie Lennox is also amazing. Call us Call us. Yes, give us your thoughts and prayers.
And millennial.